Have you just been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes? Are you scared? Do you feel that you could have done something to change it? Are you worried about what to do next? Talk to me and let me know in the comment section how you're feeling. But in this video, I am going to share my personal story, and maybe you can relate to it, and maybe it can help you to take the next best step. Okay, so 4.5 years ago, I had certain symptoms that just wouldn't go away. I was feeling extra thirsty all the time, no matter how much water I drank. I always felt thirsty. My throat was so dry. Then I started to get some itching in personal areas, extreme itching. And then last thing was I was getting blurred vision. I wear glasses all the time, and even with my glasses, my vision was getting blurry. So I decided to go to the doctor to find out what is going on with my body, only to find out, listen to this, I had type 2 diabetes, but more than that, my A1C was 13.0. Remember now, the pre-diabetes level is 5.9. The normal, when you're below 5.9, you're relatively fine. But anything over 5.9, and I was at 13. So that's how bad it was, mine was. And my blood sugar, the day I was at the doctor, was almost 300. And that is why I was going through all of those symptoms. I was shocked. But more than that, I was scared as heck, because I didn't know anyone who had that disease. My mom had passed away years before. She wasn't around for me to ask her or to confide in her. You know what the first thing I thought about? Death. Believe it or not. Death was the first thing that came to my mind. I'm going to die. Because I don't know because the little that I knew about the disease is that you live with it for as long as you live with it constantly. But what I didn't know, I'm about to share with you. You can reverse it, but it's going to take a lot of discipline, a lot of self-control, a lot of self-care, and a lot of knowledge to know what to do. I am almost there, where I know I probably I've written a book about it. That's how much I know about. I didn't know anything about diabetes until I got it. So here's what I did. After the initial shock, I went home and I said, okay, they say I have this thing. Be careful how you react to it. Sure, react in a positive light, because I'm a positive person. So I said, okay, the first thing I'm going to do is to do some research. And I also joined Facebook groups about type 2 diabetes. And I learned a lot from there as well. And everybody's experience is different, because even when the doctor prescribes the medications for you, some medications work for some people, and for others the same medication doesn't work. So the doctor put me on metformin, two tablets every night, and she also put me on insulin, and I had to take that along with the metformin. I also, because of the diabetes, because diabetes is just you're scratching the surface. When you have diabetes, because remember now, your diet is out of control, your whole body is out of control, so it's going to affect your blood pressure and your cholesterol level. So my cholesterol level was high, my blood pressure was high, so she had to put me on blood pressure medicine and cholesterol medicine. You heard me? And diabetes. So I was dealing with 3 things all at once. Wow, it was overwhelming, to be honest with you. So she told me to eat well. I did some research that says that people got diabetes really from carbs because sugar is in the carbs. So eat less carbs and the whole 9 yards. I also did some research and found some natural remedies that has helped me. And I'm going to share that with you in a moment. But I wanted to give you my 3-month result and my 6-month result after the initial diagnosis. Because I used to go for checkups every 3 months. So my first 3 months checkup, when I went back to the doctor, I was so anxious to know if there was any good changes. And because I was trying everything. I was even eating this. Oh my God, I couldn't eat it anymore. I ate it about 2 times. Cauliflower rice. It tastes so yucky. So anyways, I used other things which I'm gonna share with you. My A1C dropped from 13 to 7.2, and my blood sugar dropped from almost 300 to 150, I believe, something like that. And now my other 3 month, my next appointment was 3 months after that, so it was 6 months after my diagnosis. Get this, my A1C dropped from the 7.2 to 5.5. Yeah, and my blood sugar dropped to 85. I was so proud of myself. The doctor asked me what I was doing, and she took me off of the insulin, no more insulin, and she reduced the dosage for the metformin and also for the blood pressure and the cholesterol. I had so many good, after the lab report, she was pleased. She said, do whatever you're doing. So here are some of the things that I did. I know you're anxiously waiting. I started to do morning walks between 10 to 30 minutes. Not every morning, but consistently, at least 3 times per week. And I also try to take care of my mental health, because stress can make diabetes worse. So I did meditation, and I would read, motivational quotes and all that stuff. I would make that be a daily routine. And for what I consumed a lot of the things that I used to eat before, but I did it in moderation. So instead of 2 cups of rice, for example, I cut it down to half a cup or 3/4 cups. And I didn't eat rice every day. And I cut everything down to smaller portions. And I also used things like these things in my, for like a cup of tea, I would put cinnamon in there. For cooking, I would use turmeric, ginger, garlic. I did some research and found out about berberine, black seed oil, sea moss. I even purchased some cinnamon gummies because I have a sweet tooth. So once in a while I would pop one in, and cinnamon is extremely good for diabetes, just in case you don't know. And what else can I think of that I would use? Those were about, I also purchased a blood, what they call it again? Blood, it's something like blood detox. Detoxes your blood. And they come in little supplements. And those are very helpful. And in my other video that's coming up, you will learn why that's helpful, because diabetes causes something called sticky blood. And I am creating a ebook bundle about that, and you learn about that in the future. I also created a bundle with an ebook that walks you through everything that I did to reduce my A1C and lower my cholesterol, blood pressure, and blood glucose level. The book is going to be, the link to the book is going to be in the description. It comes also with a checklist and a logbook for keeping track of your blood sugar levels every day and your blood pressure every day, because that's so important. Diabetes can be controlled. It can also be reversed, and I'm going to talk about that in my next video, and talk about this sticky blood and what this is and how it impacts your whole entire health system and your body. I hope you gained something from it. I hope it gave you some, in this video gave you some inspiration that if I can do it. I knew nothing about diabetes before before I had it, but having it and getting those results that the doctor said were commendable, I wanted to share my story, because I wish I had somebody there to, when I was first diagnosed, to motivate me and tell me exactly how to go about making the life changes that I made for myself. I hope you found this video valuable, and please really go grab my ebook bundle about healing yourself from diabetes using natural methods and moderation and all that stuff. You'll be glad you grabbed it. Thank you so much for listening, and all the best, and keep your mind healthy as well, because that can be something that will hinder you in moving forward. Thank you so much.